Hey hools, welcome back. It's Saturday, and you know what that means. It's time for Spicy Saturday! Here on Spicy Saturday, we both come with 2 Reddit stories each. Last time we did the popular subreddit, Am I the Asshole? This week, we're doing relationship advice. And also, if you're new here, my name's Daryl, and this is my co-host, Brianna.
Yay.
Before we get into these stories, I just want to start off by saying that we are not professionals. Whatever advice that we give or whatever replies that we give to these stories, they are our own opinions based off of our own experiences, and don't take them as professional advice.
Yep.
For the love of God, don't.
We are not relationship experts in any way, shape, or form.
All right, so I have one right here. This one comes from user Serious a Weed.
Okay.
Serious E.A. Weed. Girlfriend, 18 female, went through my 18 female journal and messages without permission again.
Oh my god, wait, is this gays?
Yes, this is gay. Last year, before we started dating, my then best friend had an incident when she secretly went through my phone. She went through all of my messages with other people, including ones where my friends had shared personal information about themselves.
Ooh.
She also went through my journal where I had written a lot when I was struggling with my mental health. She called me crying later that day to confess what she had done. I was shocked and mortified that she had violated my privacy as well as the privacy of my other friends like that, and read through things that honestly nobody was ever supposed to read. I forgave her because I could tell that she genuinely felt bad, and I knew that she had severe paranoia about other people talking about her behind her back. Even though I forgave her, it messed up my trust for a long time. Understandable.
Yeah.
I couldn't write anything personal about myself anywhere without irrationally being afraid that she might somehow read it. Since it didn't happen again, I tried my best to move on and reminded myself that she had learned from the incident and wouldn't do it again. She would still sometimes jokingly pick up my phone and slowly start opening it as if she was about to go through it, but I told her to stop.
That's weird.
Yeah. You didn't see me, but I was holding my phone up at the camera and just slowly scrolling through.
That's so weird.
We started dating around 4 months ago, and everything was going great. We went to a concert together, had a great time at prom, and I felt better and cared for that I was starting to let go of my fear. But then, yesterday, we were at the beach together with some friends, and I went to the bathroom. On the way back, I passed my younger brother, who asked me, "Do you and girlfriend's name have the same phone case?" I was confused and said no. He said, "She's on your phone right now and reading through your messages." I was shocked and hurried back towards where my friends were, and even from far away, I could see her scrolling through my phone. When I got there and asked her what she was doing, she looked up with an extremely guilty expression and turned the phone screen around to show me the camera app, like she was pretending that she was using it on my phone. I took back my phone and put it in my pocket. The rest of the night was super awkward because she was really quiet and looked really down. I tried starting a conversation with her by saying lame stuff like, "Look, the moon's super pretty right now," or "Are you excited for the fireworks later?" But she just kind of gave a half-hearted response. Later, during the fireworks, I think she was crying. I put my arm around her to comfort her, but she just said that she was fine. Later that night, she gave my brother a gift for me that she had bought earlier. I'm feeling super conflicted right now. I'm honestly really hurt and betrayed because I can't believe she did this again after seeing how much I was hurt last time. I also can't believe that she would do this, since she's talked about how much she hates it when her parents go through her phone and invade her privacy. So I thought she, of all people, would understand how bad it feels. I also don't know exactly what messages she went through, and it's driving me nuts. I care about her and really want this to work, even though we haven't been dating for very long, but I honestly don't know if I can deal with this again. I also feel stupid for not changing my phone password. I'm literally asking for it at this point, especially since this has happened before. I'm not sure what to do next because I believe that she cares about me, but I can't pretend that I'm not hurt by this either. We're going to meet up in person soon to talk, but I have no idea what to say. I also don't know if I'm overreacting to this. Sorry, I know this was super long. Any advice would be really appreciated.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's normally the reaction that I have when I see people, especially our age, that are still in relationships where they're at the point where they're scrolling through their significant other's phones.
Okay, I don't know about for you, but to me, that's a huge deal breaker because that is such an invasion of privacy. And so what does that say? You don't trust me? I'm not hiding nothing. And it seems like she's not hiding anything either. It's just personal shit that she doesn't really want to talk about. I kind of get her girlfriend's point of view. okay, maybe she has really bad anxiety and just is afraid and like a huge people pleaser and just afraid that people are talking shit about her. Like,
But
okay,
that doesn't
I get
excuse
that. Yeah, but that does not
the action
excuse.
of, going and doing that,
No.
going behind her back and going
No.
through her phone. The thing about not just relationships, but just any kind of relationship, whether it's a friendship or, whatever, there is a certain level of trust that you have to have with that person if they're going to be in any kind of significant aspect of your life.
I feel like once that's broken, it's really hard to get back.
Especially if it's been done twice.
Yeah,
this is
that's the second time. And she even said like she was super upset the first time and like was struggling to trust her again, and then she finally built up to that, and then just to be broken again, like that's fucked. And she was even trying to comfort her after she is the one that fucked up.
Yeah, she's
like,
going very, very much out of her own way to make sure that they continued to have a decent night and that it wasn't awkward. She put the effort in.
I don't want to start like throwing accusations out, but it seems kind of manipulative to do something so wrong and that is going to upset your significant other and then act like the victim.
When she was asking, like, are you okay? Her girlfriend's just kind of just pouty and being like, nah.
Yeah, I'm
like,
fine. And then give her brother a present that she was supposed to give her. I was like,
that's kind of awkward,
that's
man.
weird. That's
weird.
weird.
Kind of awkward.
And they're 18, you said?
Yeah, they're both 18, so it's kind of like,
babies.
In my opinion, second chances are fine, but no one deserves a third chance.
I give out second, third, fourth chances like it's the fucking lottery, bro.
I'm not looking down on people that give people third, fourth, fifth chances.
I'm just a bitch.
Just a little bitch.
I'm just a little bitch.
All right. Should we go through the consensus?
Yeah, you can see like what the top comment is and shit. Because I don't really think there's a consensus with relationship advice. It's just more like,
there's
hey,
no
that's
top
kinda fucked.
comment yet because this was posted 3 hours ago.
Oh wow. Okay.
When I sort my stories, I don't grab them from hot just because I don't know if someone else has made content on it yet.
I do top and then like this week.
There's some comments here. There's like 6 here. Top one up here. You're not overreacting. She seriously broke your trust twice, and trust is something that is required for a healthy relationship. Sit down and explain to her how her actions have affected you and that you're having a hard time trusting her since this is the second time she's done something like this. This next thing right here is exactly what we just said. Her paranoia does not excuse her behavior. She, of all people, should know how it feels to have your own privacy violated by people you're supposed to trust. Because her mother did the same thing to her. If you can't trust your significant other for whatever reason to the point where you're digging around in their phone or trying to find reasons to get them to, or trying to find reasons to look through their phone.
I feel like that's just self-sabotage. Like you're looking for something.
You're in that relationship for a reason. You have to trust that person. And even if you have trust issues, that's something you have to work on personally on your own time. And it's not something that can be fixed overnight. It's something that takes work. And it's also communication in your relationship is incredibly important too. Trust, communication, and
love.
Love. All right, this next one comes from user easy_combination608. Isn't it always communication? ? So right here, we're dealing with a 48-year-old male and a 26-year-old female. I'm in the best relationship I've ever had. My girlfriend is amazing and has treated me like a king. Oh, I hate that.
I hate that, actually.
It's good to be the king. I just sent shivers up every single person's spine that's watching this right now. And if it didn't make you feel weird, then you should probably click off of this video.
We're not the ones.
Don't want you here. She truly is wonderful, and her connection has been meaningful, deep, and fun all at the same time. We've been together for 1.5 years and have had long-term commitment plans together. I knew this could go in r/age gap, but I feel this situation applies to any committed relationship. I didn't know that was a subreddit. I guess we got some more stuff for Spicy Saturday.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And we can both relate to age gaps.
Bookmarking that shit right now. People are gonna hear that you're just like, well, we know all about age gaps. People are gonna be like, what's going on?
Are they with children?
I'm sorry.
No.
We're not. Oh my god, I promise. We're both the children in the fucking relationships.
But then people are also gonna be like, but wait, are they okay? Are they okay?
We're good, promise.
We're fine. We're fine. The healthiest relationship I've ever been in my life. I swear.
Same.
My girlfriend and I basically live together, so we see each other daily. Last week, I could tell she was upset, and I asked her what's going on. She said it was something she wanted to process on her own. Obviously, I got in my head that it might be something between us, so I told her that as her partner, I care about her well-being, and it's hard for me to ignore her if I can tell that she's upset. I asked her if it had to do with me or us, and she said no. She doesn't like to share info with people because she feels like they don't deserve that explanation. In parentheses, she regularly gets asked out at her work and doesn't always tell those guys she has a boyfriend, but instead just lays it off like she's not available or interested. Long story short is that her communication style is different than mine, and I'm struggling being in the dark. While I sit here concerned for her and also concerned for us, any advice from folks who don't wear their heart on their sleeve about how to handle this? I'm probably not giving enough info to go on, so if anything needs clarification, I can answer questions, of course, and thanks for reading.
Okay, I can relate to this, well, except I'm not really one to just like hide shit. If I'm in a relationship, I'm gonna say I'm in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of weird. So mine and my girlfriend's relationship, not communication styles, are a little different. With me, when I'm upset or I'm overwhelmed, I tend to kind of shut down a little because I don't really know how to like process my emotions right in that moment, and like I don't really know what to say or like how to express myself in that moment. Usually I'll take like a day or like a few hours or whatever to just kind of calm myself down, and then I can talk about shit. But with Kat, she likes to just talk about shit like right then and there.
Yeah.
And so her and I have kind of like learned to like
Find a healthy balance between the two?
Kind of, yeah. Because she understands that I need a second to figure my shit out for a sec, and then I'll come back to her, and then I'll like tell her about everything. You know?
Yeah.
Like, and that's normal.
Yeah, it sounds like healthy compromising. It sounds like an example of healthy compromise.
Because, like, I know if she were to, like, force me to talk about something right then and there, I would get even more upset. Because I wouldn't know how to talk about it. I think he should just, like, you know, give her a second to kind of collect her thoughts, and then they can talk about whatever. Because at least she said it's not something with them or with him specifically. It's just something that she needs to, like, figure out.
She says that she doesn't like to share info with people because she feels like they don't deserve that explanation.
That's kind of weird.
That seems a little harsh.
That's a little weird. But maybe, you know, she's just very, like, protective. Like, I know I don't like to talk about personal issues, but it's not like, it's more like if it's something, like, intense in my life, I'm not really like, hey, you want to know? It's more like I kind of deal with it myself. Or, like, if I know that I can, like, lean on someone, then I'll be like, hey, can I vent real fast? Like, I think she needs to work on that too. I think they both need to just work on themselves. They need to go to therapy. Like, she needs to work on opening up a little bit more, because it's not good to be that closed off, because that will hurt you in the long run.
Yeah, that's how people have heart attacks and strokes.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. And he needs to learn how to not be kind of overbearing and wanting to know, like, right then and there, the issue. And then they're good. Then they're golden.
Yeah. It reminds me of that scene in Breaking Bad when Walt is talking to Skyler and he's like, what I need you to do is to climb out of my ass. Can you do that for me, honey? Because I really appreciate it.
Jesus Christ.
So far, I guess is the top comment. Sometimes people don't want to explain their thought process or what they're going through. My partner and I get that way when we're too tired to go through emotions again or don't know what kind of support would help. Trust her. She'll come to you if there's anything you can do, and since she's an adult, she can handle her own emotions at her own pace. Having to explain every bad day to your partner can be exhausting and something you just want to feel your feelings and then forget about. Sometimes you just have to sit with your own feelings and just deal with it on your own. Sometimes things are a little too hard to deal with on your own, and then that's when you can lean on your partner. But once again, I think it is important to have a therapist, to have access to any kind of mental health resources, because your partner, it's not their duty to be your therapist.
Mic drop.
All right, what do you have for me, Hool?
All right.
I heard yours are the spicy ones. We saved yours for last.
So this is my first one. My husband, 42 male, told me, 36 female, he wasn't ever attracted to me, but married me because he would have felt bad ending it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
All right. We got a contender for a thumbnail and a title. I can see it, and it's like I have synesthesia. I can see thumbnails in my head.
So this is by the user throw RA_inevitable_6. Throwaway for obvious reasons. We've been together for 6 years and married for 4 years. No kids. For context, I'd be described as conventionally attractive and I take care of myself. I'm fit, athletic, well-educated, and have a fun personality. I think it's important to mention that since there's no glaring issue for him to feel this way. My husband is successful, charming, and the type of person who gets along with everyone. Shortly after we married, we relocated from Canada to Europe for his work. I supported this and gave up a job I liked and essentially my career, my friends, and a city I felt really at home in. Now I'm in a foreign country where I only speak the local language at a low level and trying to build my own business and have very little of a support system. I'm too embarrassed to tell my friends about this whole situation. Where it gets interesting. On multiple occasions, he apologized for our lack of romantic life. There isn't one to speak of and rarely has been since we've been together. He's told me it's not normal for him and it was different with other women in the past. Weird.
Yeah, don't bring up other women, man.
That's weird. He's used to being with really beautiful women. He also said recently that he was never attracted to me in that way, but didn't want to break up with me when we first started dating. In parentheses, what the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck?
I told him he should have ended it then because now I live a lie and gave up everything to support him. He also suggested multiple times we have an open relationship if I wanted to meet other men, and he would even pay for a male escort. An exclamation.
Oh.
In parentheses, what the fuck, in capital. He used an old iPhone of mine a few years ago and never logged out of his iCloud. I see that he still screenshots pics of his ex from Instagram. He also believes that no one is really happy in their marriage and that romantic love is not something that lasts long term. Wow, this guy sucks. I don't know what to do. I had to give up my job to support his career, but I never thought it would come to this. I can't support myself with my new job yet, and I don't come from a wealthy family. He's very successful financially. My family and friends love him and think he's the perfect guy. From the outside, we're the perfect couple, but the reality is a disaster that I battle every day. My self-esteem and confidence have taken a nosedive. I could just ignore everything and live a comfortable life, but I would be living a lie. I lost myself for a second.
It's okay.
But I would be living a lie.
Sauce.
He thinks we should stay together because we get along in every way. I know no relationship is perfect, but this is so far beyond normal that I'm not sure how to deal with it. I've suggested therapy, but he says that doesn't work. He wants to stay together and basically stay partners. So, anyone been through this or have advice?
Can't say I have.
I can't say I've ever been in this situation, my love. I'm so sorry.
Jeez, wow. He was never attracted to her. The only reason why he stayed with her is because he would have felt bad about ending it.
That is really insane. All right, so here are some of the comments. Take some of the money he's offering you to hire escorts and buy a one-way ticket home. Reestablish, literally, reestablish your career and make a life for yourself. Why would you want to stay with somebody who regrets marrying you? You deserve better. And then this is like the top comment. This is like yellow box, super mega awards and shit. And they said, yes, his comments sound like negging or like the bashes people with severe narcissistic trait do. His statements likely aren't even true, but a tactic to bring her down. She is in a foreign country, somewhat isolated, without funds or a career, and now he attacks her self-esteem. OP, run if you can. If you are in Germany and feel comfortable, please feel free to contact me, and I'll take a look with you what your options here may be.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, that's really sweet. I think the best option that you can do is if you can reach out to your family and be like, hey, I know it might feel embarrassing that this happened, but you had no idea and you had no way of knowing. So I really think you should reach out to family, tell them what's going on, and see if you can crash with them for a little bit, see if you can get your old job back that you really enjoyed, and, you know, just get away from that fucking asshole.
He probably has that mentality of like, oh, she gave up everything to
Yeah,
come be
he's
with
probably
me.
like, she
I
needs
can't,
me. She'll never leave.
Yeah, exactly. Like, where is she gonna go?
But agree to get a male escort and tell him to give you the money so you could pay, and then just yeet. Ridiculous. This is posted by the user banana_LA. My best friend, 22 female, got mad and cried because I, 21 female, ate some of the lunch she packed for my boyfriend, 24 male. What should I do?
Huh?
Yeah. I have a friend, Kayla. Kayla is extremely socially awkward and sensitive. She always wants to hang around me and my boyfriend because we are her only friends. Kin, 24 male, that's the boyfriend,
Okay.
is very social and super sweet to everyone, and people have asked me if it ever weirds me out how much Kayla wants to hang around him, but I trust him and her 100%. We all went on a trip during my paid vacation, and it was supposed to be just me and my boyfriend, but Kayla wanted to go with me, so I agreed to let her come too, and my boyfriend didn't mind. It was quite a drive where we were going, and Kin did not stop for anything except if it's an emergency bathroom break. I get that. I hate stopping on road trips.
Really?
Yes, I refuse.
All right.
Unless it's an emergency.
I'm good to sit in a car for maybe like 6 hours before I got to get out.
That's fair. I've never driven more than 4 hours, so.
For some reason, I was picturing like a 3-hour road trip being like, nope, can't get out. Nope, pee in a can.
That's me.
Gotta shit, make your way towards the back. Shit out the back, shit out the passenger side.
Stick your ass out of the window and shit. I brought chips and salsa, but didn't think to bring lunch on the way. Kin said that he was hungry, and Kayla told him she knew I wasn't going to come prepared and made lunch for herself and him. I was kind of taken aback, but I didn't say anything. Kin said the food was really good and started feeding me. We were both telling her she's professional level good at cooking, and she was quiet. I knew something was wrong because she always blushes at any comments. I turn around and she's crying in the back seat. She told me she's just car sick, so I go back with her and I'm just rubbing her back as we get there. When we were alone, she had a talk with me and told me I show off with Kin any chance I get, and she's lonely and it feels like I'm rubbing that in her face. She says that I don't make enough time for her anymore, which isn't even true. Kin said that she was killing the mood and is upset that I invited her. On the other hand, Kayla is upset because she feels that she's not wanted. I feel like I'm at a loss. What can I do to make both of them happy?
I don't think you can really do much.
Girly, that's crazy. Wow, I can't imagine having a friend that would do that. Like, I invited you on a road trip with me and my partner. I didn't make lunch because, I don't know, I was busy. I was making sure everything was all good. And for my best friend to be like, oh, I knew you weren't going to come prepared, so I made lunch for me and your partner, but not you.
I think you gotta find a new friend, bestie.
You need to cut this bitch off ASAP. So I have been a third wheel most of my life, right? So I can't imagine having the audacity to look. So whenever I hang out with Clarissa, she lives with her boyfriend, right? I have never felt like I was the awkward third wheel. Like, I can't imagine. I cannot imagine.
It kind of comes across that she just wants to fuck the best friend.
Yeah. Wait.
Or no, she wants to fuck the boyfriend.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah. I was like, what? Yeah. One of the comments was, this girl wants your BF. Reassess this friendship you all have together. The OP responded to that comment and said, after this trip, it's definitely hit me that she has some type of feeling towards him. I more so think she's desperate for male attention in general. Not a pick me. When I confronted her, she couldn't look me in the eyes to tell me she didn't look at him like that. I used to feel like I could trust her, but reading these replies is helping me with perspective. My boyfriend, on the other hand, told me that he feels like she likes him now and finds her creepy. With her making him uncomfortable, now I definitely can't keep letting her hang around him. I'm actually nervous to tell her to keep her distance from him. She's unpredictable.
Bring a knife to the conversation. No.
Bring a bat.
I would definitely get rid of this friend as soon as possible, because especially if it's making your boyfriend uncomfortable, then it's gotta make you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So I think you got the answer right there. I think that sis needs to pack her bags and hit the road.
Yep. We need to bring back shame.
Whatever happened to shame?
Embarrassment.
Yeah. Put them in the stocks in the marketplace and throw rotten fruit at them?
Yeah.
Kind of shame?
Yeah. Or like Game of Thrones shame. Shame.
Shame.
You and your boyfriend should go somewhere else and be happy.
Yeah, and find a new best friend. There's plenty of people out there that won't want to fuck your boyfriend.
Befriend a lesbian. That's easy.
Befriend my best friend, Brianna.
I'll be your bestie. I got you. And I'll never want your boyfriend.
That is the Brianna guarantee.
Well, yeah, I think that's it for us, guys. If you enjoyed these, please go watch the other ones that we have. We're going to keep doing these every Saturday because these are fun to us. If you haven't already, like the video, maybe do a little subscribe to join Whoville. Become a resident of Whoville.
You are the hools. You are the ones that run Whoville. Well, no, we run Whoville. You guys
just
are just
lying.
You guys are just the measly little peasants that consume the content and just sit there and just consume more and more and more and more until the day that you expire. From all of us here at the Daydream Arcade,
The two of us.